Hey there, welcome to my channel. In this video tutorial, we will see how we can work with the microservices in a practical way. If you are looking for how microservices is working, definitely this video is for you. So I believe my little contribution can help you to understand how to kickstart with the microservices architecture. So what you will do today? Today in this tutorial, we will be building a couple of microservices, which is going to be serve our online household products order application. So this application is already built in the monolithic architecture. And today we will split up everything in the microservices. So let's see what are the functional requirements available for this tutorial. So first of all, we will be listing out all the available products. After that, we will be providing user to sign up and sign in, and then we will be providing one feature which is going to be like user can add the products to the cart and add the products to the wish list, and after that place an order and view orders. So I'm not making these things very complicated. So my intention is to give an overview how all the features, it is enticing together to serve the purpose, and what if we are building these things and what are the complexity it will be in the monolithic architecture, and what are the complexity we can resolve with the help of the microservices architecture. That is my main goal today in this tutorial. Alright, so let's see what is the architecture design pattern for this monolithic architecture. So here is, as you can see, we have a mobile applications or maybe web application or something as a client, and client will be reaching to our backend system, which is with the help of the HTTP connections. All right, and backend system will be having some kind of database. It may be NoSQL or maybe relationship database or something else. And it has a three different services that's gonna be like our customer, products, and shopping. Right, these are the services we are just segregated just to make it responsible for performing certain tasks. Right, so customer service will be having some kind of features. This is gonna be like a sign up, sign in, and wish list and address and all. And the product service will be having the related all the features, all the operations related to products. Let's say it's example listing of the products and find products and add products. And the shopping service will be responsible just for the cart and orders and payment. So all those things, as you can see here, it is enticing. Each and every service will be tightly coupled with the others. Customer is depending on the products, and products again depending on the customers, and the shopping is again depending on the products, and it's vice versa. So let's try to resolve this puzzle. How we can resolve all those things with the help of the microservices architecture. So as you can see, this is very simple microservices architecture. As in very beginning of the mobile applications or maybe web applications will be there, and it will be just connecting with the API gateway with the help of the HTTP connections. So API gateway, we will be deep dive a little bit in some different tutorial how API gateway is working just for others microservices or some other stuff. But as of now, you can just what you can say, you can imagine this is API gateway is just simply a kind of aggregator which is redirecting routing the stuff to different services. Depends on the endpoints. Now in the customer service, as you can see, in the monolithic way, it has only one single source of truth, database. And that single database is it's accessing from the various services like customer, products, and shopping. So here in the microservices, it's totally different. It is always it will be used its own database and own stuff, like maybe own memory management system and all those things. Okay, I'm not discussing any memory management stuff, but definitely it's a kind of memcache or something we can utilize just for a specific service. So let's discuss what are the stuff exactly it can be make it possible by microservices architecture. So it's very simple to develop and deploy, which is increasing the productivity. And secondly, it's easier to build and maintain with less dependency. And microservices architecture is used loosely coupled with the business logic and other services due to its isolations of nature. As you can see, it's isolated, right? The customer service is isolated, and all this business logic and it's everything depends on the customer. It's inside the customer only. Okay, and it is not exposing anything to the products and all those things. Okay, and secondly, the microservices uses the CQRS pattern. CQRS is a common query responsibility and segregation. If you wish to know more about the CQRS, then you can do a little bit Google and you can get to know what exactly the CQRS pattern. So I'm not going to discuss in brief the CQRS pattern right here. So this is the pattern exactly. So it has the own set of database and responsibility, and it is helping us to achieving certain task. Right. And one more thing is easy to scale the service and the features in the microservices way. and in a single service failure of the application, it will not go down. In the microservices architecture, in the monolithic architecture, if our one of the services is going down, then definitely the entire system will be go down. Okay, but here in the microservices architecture, once one of the services will be go down, then it will not get down the entire application. Still, that the other services will be runnable, or it can be serve the purpose. So these are the basic stuff we will try to cover throughout of this tutorial, and later on, maybe in advanced stage, we will be discuss about how the microservices architecture communicate with each other with the help of the messaging queue or message broker. So that's the advanced topic which we will discuss later. But in the very first test, like I will make you understand how we can just talk to each other, the microservices with the fire and forget the type of like HTTP calls. Okay. Alright, so let's understand the current situation of this project. First, we will understand the monolithic architecture, the code flow, and after that we will test it out, like what are the endpoints, it is available right there, it is working perfectly fine or not with the help of the front end or maybe with the help of the Postman. And then later on we will split it up everything, the services in the microservices way. Alright, so let's understand the design pattern which is we are going to follow to this video tutorial. And here is the design pattern in the normal way. So in a common Node.js applications or mobile application or web application, sending the request to the backend system, and backend system will be having routes and the controllers. And if it has some kind of the view engine, then it will be having a view also. And once it will receive the response by route, the route is simply just routing the stuff to the controller, which is exactly that specific function is responsible to handle the specific endpoint. Then right after processing some kind of data and business logic, then it is giving back the specific response to the mobile application or web application. Okay, it may be REST API response if it doesn't have any kind of view, and if it has some kind of the view engine, then it will send some HTML response or something. Good. And in this architecture or in this design pattern, it's very hard to test this stuff, because every time we need to keep it in mind, like what are the stuff exactly we're writing, it has to be testable. And eventually, if you're having some data logic stuff which is need to change, then you need to touch your business logic as well as. If it has a separation of a concern, then it's extremely tricky to handle this kind of project. As soon as this kind of project will grow, your complexity also it will grow, right? So let's discuss about the current design pattern which is we are going to follow in this video tutorial. So our mobile application and web application will be send the request to our backend system, and backend system will be having our API and service and repository, and then these are all the layer. So each and every layer will be having their own responsibility in terms of like API layer will be responsible for validating the request and all those things. And after that, the service layer will be having its business logic. API layer only just responsible to get specific data only from the service layer, because service layer will be having the business logic to which is exactly need to process the data, or what are the criteria of evaluation of this specific data, which is exactly it's getting from the repository layer. That means each and every layer will be responsible for performing certain tasks. API layer doesn't know what kind of data it has residing in the repository. Okay, and API layer is only responsible or only just dealing with the certain data. Okay, and service layer only the responsible for performing certain business logic right after getting the data. So in terms of in future, if you wish to change the database, right now let's say we are using NoSQL here, and later on you have decided like to use some kind of other data, maybe RDBMS or maybe PostgreSQL or something else, then you just simply change the data structure, or maybe simply change the data fetching logic, data logic right here. The business logic will be remain same, and API also it's you don't need to touch API at all. Okay, so in this situation, each and every layer is very clean in terms of like each and every layer it's testable. API layer, so you can test the service layer also, you can test. Even if you wish to test your repository layer, still it can also be testable. Okay, so this is the pattern exactly we are going to follow here. Okay, now let's go to the source code. Here inside the source code, so I'm going to install the dependencies first. Inside the source directory, we have a bunch of directories here. So now you can see this is the API, which is API layer, which is we have already discussed right here. This is API, service layer, and repository layer. The same way, this is API layer, where exactly all the endpoints and all those API stuff is there. Okay, and here, and inside the database we are having the repository layer, where exactly all those repository where we are accessing our data stuff here. Good. And inside the service layer we are having all service layer, service stuff. What are the operations we need to perform right here, we are putting right here inside the service layer only. Okay, so now let's understand the entry point of this application. Here, this is the server. This is exactly index.js file is the kicking start of our server here. But the database connection is simply like it's connecting the database. And Express app, it's a kind of Express app which is dealing with the all endpoints and all those endpoints and the error handler and other stuff here. So let's go to the Express app here, and these are the middlewares, and these are our APIs. And this is our error handler, which is we are handling each and every errors which is thrown by our customer, products, and shopping. We are handling here in a centralized way. So customer can, or maybe client can have a kind of meaningful status code along with the error message here. Good. So these are the APIs. As you can see, this is the customer API where we are just using from the API directory. So usually in my case, whenever I am having some kind of APIs or some kind of file access from inside the directory, I'm not putting a specific file name, because that's a good thing. Like you can put the file name as well as, but for convenient, you know, you can put inside the directory a index file, index.js file or index.ts file to export everything in such a way. So you just refer to that specific directory, you can get the specific file from here, rather than climbing like each and every file such a way. Okay, so here there are three APIs are there: customer, products, and shopping. Okay, each and every API are having their own stuff of like what is called the endpoints. So these are the endpoints exactly we are having here. On the time of the instantiation of this API, we are just creating our service class right here, and we are using that service class here as a dependency, and throughout the operation we are just accessing that specific functionality from the service here. As you can see here on the sign up, if you are going to the sign up, this service is there, customer service, and go to the sign up. Then sign up is handling from here. Sign up is taking the user input from here, and it is performing some kind of logic here, and again right after that it is accessing the repository. On the time of instantiation of this customer service, we are creating an instance of the customer repository as well as here, this repository. So this repository is kind of like responsible for fetching the data for the customer service here, customer repository. So the customer repository is dealing with the data stuff like where customer need to insert the data or maybe delete the data, find the data. All these database operations are inside this customer repository, as you can see here. So throughout of this application, we are using NoSQL MongoDB as a kind of database, or maybe if you are thinking like if you wish to something else to use, then you can fairly change here in the customer repository. And the customer service, once the operation is done from the customer service is sending some kind of the meaningful data, which is going to be like maybe it has some token, or it may have some kind of other information also, which is you will be received from here in the API. See here, this data. So that means API will always receive the kind of permitted data, which is going to be data, right? Once our sign up is done, then we are receiving this data, and we are sending this specific data to the client from the API. Good. And if it has some kind of error, then we are just throwing this error. And once this is done, then again here in this Express app, we are handling this error right here. So let's see what are the endpoints are available for this project. So then we can go to walk it through each and every API here. So these are the endpoints are available here. The customer will be having sign up, login, profile, and customer shopping details, and customer ad address, customer wish list, and all. And after that, this is the shopping API, shopping service, and shopping service will be having shopping cart and create orders and shopping orders and all. And product service will be having product create and product select. Product selected, and the products category, product view, product detail, add to wish list, add to cart, and delete from cart, and remove from wish list, and all those things it will be here. Good. And right now we are accessing the same endpoint like localhost 8000, right? So now let's add some data right here, so at least we can quickly test it out. These are the sample data which is I have added to create this stuff. Like I'm gonna quickly create the the products here. All right, so we have created plenty of products here. So let's go to the product view here. We're going to call this product view, and as you can see, these are the products are available, and these are the categories are available here. Now we are going to sign up from the customer here. Let's sign up this one. All right, so far we are using this kind of endpoints, and later on we will change these endpoints whenever the microservices architecture it will be on place. Good. So now let's see, like we can see the user customer profile also here. There's no any data, and shopping details, there's no any data. Oh yeah, it's add wish list, and all those things are here. That's good. And customer wish list also, yes, no. And product categories, we can call the product category. So these are the categories, stuff is there, then we can put all here. Yes, it's working. And product view, we will see, like, you know, from the product details from here. Get product view. So this product details, we'll paste it, this product ID here. Yeah, it's working. And add to wish list, we need to just need to provide the product ID here, and add to cart also the same way, and delete from cart, and all those things are happening in the same way. So these are the endpoints. It is already available in the API. So I'm going to close this one here, this one here, this one also. Go to the API, Express app. So a customer app, these are the APIs are available for customers: login, address, profile, and get. Shopping details and wish list. And the same way for the products also: product create, product type, product get by ID, and product get by IDs, and wish list also, delete wish list, cart, delete cart, and all those things are here. And the shopping also in the same way. Shopping, only the 3 endpoints are there, which is you can see the shopping orders, which is we can place an order here with the help of the shopping order. And we can get the orders, and we can see the shopping carts here. Good. So now what we are going to do, we will be looking into all those things here. So yeah, as you can see here, and so these are the products exactly. It's available just like this way. Yeah, products view. So I just don't go to the UI layout and all those things for to the front end, because I have just built these things to present you, like, you know, to show the presentation how exactly it is gonna work in the real-time application. Maybe you can make it better than this designer or something. And I just want to show the stuff only. So I'm gonna log in this one. So it's login. Once I have logged in here, then I can see this card is empty, wish list is empty, and order is empty. And I can add my address also right here. And once I go here, I can see my products are available. Once I click on the products here, then we can see, like, you know, product category, what it is, and price it has, some quality stuff, like whatever the information is available here. We can see. We can tap on the wish list, and it's added, and again it's removed. If it is added to the wish list, then we can just see from your customer profile. I can see this is one item is added in the wish list. Let's try to add some more. I'm gonna add one more. Then we can see here, yeah, one more added. Then I'm gonna remove one. Then you can see, like, this is one item is removed. Okay, again I'm gonna add this one. Then I'm going to add this product from here. Add, right? I can increase the product quantity also here, 2, 3. And if I'm going here, then you can see there are 3 quantities are there, right? In the wish list also these are the 2 items exactly. It is available in the wish list. I can remove one from here, remove, and order. We don't have any orders, right? And if I increase the item here, then just to keep it mind here in the down, like, it will increase the product price also, and eventually we can place an order. So let's add some address here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, like, so it's set, right? This is my address exactly for delivering the orders to the mobile. So so we are going to place an order here. If you are going here, so I'm going to place an order here. If I'm going to place the order has been placed. Now we can see the cart is empty, and we can see this order is available right here. So forget about this order ID and all those things, but still we can see the order has been placed. So if you are going to the profile right here, the same thing, like see the address is there and wishlist is there, and one order has been placed with this item. So we will try to do the same thing in microservices architecture, in microservices way. So let's see. I'm gonna show you one thing here. If I'm suppose something is going wrong with one of our service, let's say I'm gonna intentionally make some kind of mistake here. Okay. Here in the shopping stuff, let's say this shopping class or something, or just I'm making it like such a way. Now if I'm going to try to run this one, refresh, now see it's gone, all gone, right? We cannot even do the login also. It's done. It's totally weird, right? So but in terms of like microservices, if this is happening for the shopping services, then still we can access the user service from here, and still we can view our orders, or maybe we can add or you can tweak our what is called the wish list, or maybe cart or something else, right? So that is the thing exactly. It's very useful for microservices. Okay, so let's undo all the stuff here. All right, so this is the time to split our monolithic project to the microservices. In this application already we have a couple of features. All those features we will split up to microservices, and those features are customer and products and shopping. All right, so there are 3 features we can split up to 3 microservices. So that is we will do here. So first of all, I'm gonna create one root directory for our microservices. So it's empty. So we are going to create our services here. First of all, create a couple of directories. That is gonna be like. So let's get into let's see what are the directories we have created here: customer, products, and shopping. These are the 3 directories we have created for our microservices. So let's create our node project inside these directories, so we can run simultaneously to check it out, like what are these services will we work together or not. So first of all, I'm going to get into the products directory. Alright, so these are installed properly. Now what we will do here, now I'm going to install the same thing for other stuff also, other directories also. I'm going to so I'm gonna open this whole root directory in a separate window, so you can see here. Alright, so initially these are the 3 services we are going to serve. Okay, and in the same way, as you can see here, these are the services. Customer will be having customer, products will be having product stuff, and shopping will be having shopping stuff. Yeah, that's good. But first we just add some code right here, so we can check it out that up and running these services listening to a specific port. So I'm gonna create one file here. Alright, so here let's add some kind of code. And inside the package.json file here, we'll put start. Already we have installed a Nodemon here. Yes, hello from customer, right? This is working perfectly fine. So I'm going to minimize this one here, and again I'm going to copy the same code here, and the product also just go and good. So I'm going to split this this window, right, maybe vertically. That's good. Here right before customer, we'll just go out from customer and again get into the products here, right? So npm start. Yeah, it's 8002, and again I'm going to split up this one here horizontally, and go out from product and get into the shopping. npm start. So as you can see, we have 3 servers are running, right? 8001, 8002, 8003, right? So we can try it out here from like 8001 it is running, then 8002 is from products, and 8003 from shopping. But this is perfectly fine. But when we will call the same endpoints, the endpoints from the front end, then front end need to change it's like the base URL, right? Where exactly we have already this kind of base URL. Okay, so if you are going to shopping here, then you can see the product, customer, and shopping base URL is the same. Only thing is like only minor changes on the what is called in the endpoint. Shopping will be having that shopping endpoint, and after that the sub endpoint whatever we are putting right here. In the same way, the customer will be having the customer, and product, it's a product will be having the products one. That's good. So these are the things exactly we will take care right here. But how we can take care, because it seems like to get it done in the front end side, we need to change our endpoints accordingly. So for that thing, we have already I have mentioned earlier, we will use some kind of aggregator as an API gateway right here, which is going to be hook up our all the services based on the endpoint to different services. That means this aggregator or some service it will just play a role to redirect or routing the whole stuff based on the endpoint to different services. That is we need to add right here. So let's create this stuff also very quickly. We have there are 3 features we have, right? So what we will do here, we will going to create one more directory. All right, so we have created our gateway directory. So inside the gateway directory, let's create our node project here. So npm init y, yes. So now we will install a couple of dependencies. That is going to be like inside the gateway, and we will do the same thing. Okay, so we have not installed the node mon also here, and so let it be installed. So meanwhile we will create the file. All right, so let's add some code in this index.js file. Okay, so here I'm going to copy some code from here, and let's just paste it out here. And yeah, these are the things exactly not needed, but this time we will be listening to 8000 only. Let's add some more code right here. So what this proxy will do exactly, this proxy will redirect our request, which is exactly it's coming to the gateway, and it will redirect the request based on the endpoints to our other services. If it is coming with the customer, then it will redirect to customer, and if it is coming with the product and shopping, then it will redirect the request to the product and shopping. So that thing it will do by this proxy. Okay. So in upcoming video tutorial, I will try to post some kind of great tutorial based on the API gateway and how exactly it is working for microservices with the help of the AWS and other tools also. So for a while we will just follow this pattern. All right, so let's add some code right here. So if it is coming a customer, then we will redirect our request to our 8001. And if it is coming shopping, then we will redirect our request to localhost 8003. And if it is not coming with any endpoint, then definitely our root endpoint, it will be definitely our products. So this is our products, and this is shopping. Okay, shopping and customer. All right, so let's start this service also. Yes, it is running, right? So now just have a try from here. We will simply put 8000 only. Then it is by default it is falling back to the products, right? And if we are putting right here customer, then it is coming the response from the customer. And if it is we are putting anything related to shopping, then it is giving the response from shopping, right? All right, so it seems it is working perfectly, right? So let's add some codes to our services, so at least we can achieve the final results, just like all those endpoints we can serve it from here. So first of all, we will get into the customer, because the customer is a kind of service which is exactly needed right before getting into the product stuff and all, because the customer will be the end user which is going to be access the products and shopping, right? So inside the customer, here we will just copy almost all the files from here inside the source directory, just to copy this source directory, copy and paste it inside here, paste, right? It's done. Now we need to have this env file also. Why this env file is needed exactly? Because this env file will be handling that the configuration related to what other configuration we'll be using inside the throughout of this application. So that is exactly it's mentioned right here. So technically what it's happening in the live server, we are passing the env file with the help of the secure credential management tool, or maybe we can directly create this env file on the time of deployment. So, but for development purpose, we will be using some kind of .env.dev. So this file will be needed. So let's copy all those files also from here and paste it here along with this source directory. I'm gonna put it in root directory here. Paste. That's good. So here, this port number will be 1001. For customer, we are maintaining 8001. Here also it's 8001. Here the localhost, that's fine. Here we will put like, and now we are going to fairly remove this index.js file from here, because that doesn't make sense. Already we have this source code which is we are copying from the monolithic architecture. The same way I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste. So I'm going to paste inside the, not in the gateway, in the product, as well as paste inside the product and paste inside the shopping. All right, now here inside the customer we have already pasted it, all the changes. Product also we have pasted, and shopping also it's done, right? But the one thing we need to do here first, let's simplify the customer service. Okay, here this index file we are just going to delete here from here. And now inside the source directory we have already index file, right? This one, and this one we need to run it here. So go to the package, and so inside the config file it will always look for the env file. Like whenever we are running our application, then we need to add some kind of code to run in a specific environment. So as you can see in the .env is taking care of, like if it is not a production environment, then it will look for a specific configuration file. And that configuration file will be residing in the root directory, and the environment file will be having like a .env whatever the environment name. Okay, so in our case we have already .env.dev. So this same pattern we will be following some for other services also. If it is if it's a production environment, then definitely it will go right here. Inside the package.json file we will be add one more code right here. Just try it out. This customer service is working on this one is our customer service, and pm run the dev. It should have to technically run on port 8001. All right, so our now start our customer service. So these are the dependency exactly it's needed to install for our customer service. The same thing we are going to do in the shopping and the products also. So you might have wondering, like, why we are using some different database. As I told you in the diagram, like, we will be having their each and every service will be having their own segregated database stuff, right? The customer will be having customer database, product will be having product database, shopping will be having shopping database. The same thing we are doing right here. See, this shopping service will be having shopping database, which is going to be like shopping MS microservice. MS in terms of like microservice, I'm just keeping the same way. Shopping MS the shopping. Here in the product service, we are keeping the database name is the shopping MS products, right? And production also the same. And for the customers also, we are keeping it the same way. Here the shopping MS customer. So this database name has to be same in the production as well as. Come on, that's good. Now it's perfect, I guess, right? So let's run the application here and so go to the products here and go to source code, database, and connections. Here we will just simply remove this one. That's good. And here also I think we need to do the same. All right. And customer, already we did the same, I guess. Yeah, customer don't have this one. All right, so if this perfectly running and database is getting connected, then it will show this message, which is called DB connected. And after that, the port, if it is listening to port 8002, you can see this one, this product is listening to 8002, right? Yeah, that's good. So, and the same thing we will do for shopping also, and PM. Now what we need to do, we need to just segregate our code to responsible to maintain the same specific features only. Right now whole feature in terms of a whole code we are just pasting right here in each and every service. So let's get it done by one. First of all, we will get it done the customer service. So let's understand what are the complexity we have in the customer service. We have these are the models exactly we have. The address model and customer model and order and products, right? But the order and products model is not belongs to the customer, I guess, right? Because the customer only will be having the customer related stuff in terms of like only the customer stuff we are going to handle here. So as you can see, the customer sign up with list address and all those things has to it belongs to the customer only. So now we can see here the product stuff also there, which is exactly it belongs to customer. So that